What's up YouTube? And it's been a while since I've done a full video, so I thought I'd just give a little bit of a talk, not for very long, just get people's opinions on a certain topic that's been irritating me on the internet for a while now. And I try not to read into it too much, but it's basically all the PRS hatred that's out there. Now, I've been a Fender guy, you can probably tell. All my videos, I've got a Fender in them. I'm a Fender guy. Been playing Fenders for about, well, since I started playing, about 18 years. I love Stratocasters. They're my #1 guitar. But I saw this one advertised online from a guy in London who was selling it. And I know PRS, the quality has been outstanding. I did have an SE model many years ago, a Santana. I didn't really gel with it. I thought it was well made, but I didn't enjoy playing it. I was too comfortable with my Strat. But there was something when I saw the pictures online about this guitar. It's the 594 McCarthy. It's one of the core editions, and I just love the colour of it. It's in whale blue, and it's I was just one of those things. There's moments in time where you just think, I've got to have that. And I'm more of a vintage guy. I like my vintage guitars. I like Fenders. I like just sort of fitting into the mould. But I just thought I wanted a Les Paul sound, but I didn't want to deviate too much from the Stratocaster, which is why I started looking at the PRSs again to try and get that sound. But as soon as I've started taking this to blues clubs and started coming up to my bands, and I'm like, wow, why are you playing a PRS? They're dentists or doctors' guitars, but they're so much more than that. And yeah, they're not gonna relic as well as maybe a Fender Strat and look all kind of vintagey, which is very much in fashion now. But when does that ever matter? I enjoy playing this guitar, and I'm going to say this now. The sounds that I get from this guitar are far superior to any other sound I've ever had from a guitar before. And I don't know if it's just the quality of PRS or this is a special kind of guitar. It's got a nice wood, but the sounds I'm getting from it are so incredible, so beautiful. I can't quite put my finger on what it is about it. But I'll just show you this. So Paul Reed Smith does this in videos, and the guitar just resonates. So if I just pluck an E, it just keeps going and going and going and going. And my amp right now is not on loud. It's on 9 o'clock volume, and it's still going. And we're talking. It's still going. There's still a sound there. It's still going. So I'll tell you when it stops. But on the Strat, that would have died off now. Even on my USA Strats, that would have died off. It's still going. I can still hear the E. So that's one thing. And I've just put 10s on it now. It's still going. I'm gonna have to turn it off. It's taking too long. You guys are gonna get bored. But this is what I'm talking about. The pickups just sound brilliant. They're just so subtly, they're soft. I'll just put a bit of reverb for the video. To both pickups now. So, I mean, I'm just playing that through a 2-rock, very low volume, nothing special, and it's just so beautiful to play. And the sign of a good guitar when you're playing an instrument, doesn't matter how much it costs or what brand it is, do you enjoy playing it? is it the one you're picking up? And for me, this is the one I'm picking up at the moment the most. It's definitely one of the better looking guitars I've had. It's not the nitro finish, it's the 2017 models, and I just love it. I can't wait to gig with this, because through my Marshall it sounds incredible. And I think there's a lot of people that slate the PRS, but if you were to meet Paul Reed Smith or see his videos, you see he's a genuinely nice guy. He really does care about his sound, and how awesome is it that we're still in a position now, unlike Gibson and Fender, where the guy who created it is still creating, is still passionate, is still going on the road, and still selling all these wonderful guitars and creating them, and they're just getting better and better. This is a fantastic instrument. And what I'll do now, this is the 594, so it's kind of based on the Les Paul. Obviously it's a double cut, which really helps me to get further up there on the neck. So I like that. It still weighs, it's still hefty, it's heavier than my Strats, that's for sure. But it's a better sound than my Strats, even on the coil tap. So you can hear, I'll just do a coil tap for you. That's an A chord, G. Now I'll have the single coil on. Right, so keep that sound in your mind. I'm just going to swap to my Stratocaster, so you can hear the difference on what I'm doing. Just bear with me. Right, so this is the Japanese Stratocaster. It's got it's 1987. It's nothing special, and it's got Eric Johnson pickups in it. So let's hear the difference. When I pick the Strat up, the first thing I notice is the neck is longer, much longer, and it's a bit more bitey. It's a bit the sustain isn't quite there, but this is one of my favourite Strats. So it's horses for courses, but what I'm trying to get at is people on the internet are so against PRS. And yeah, one of the things people have been saying to me is, are you scared to get it nicked or damaged? No, not at all. I don't own that many guitars. I own 5 or 6, and they all have to serve a purpose. And if they're not serving a purpose, I get rid. I don't collect. I'm not a hoarder. I work full time, and I gig. And if they're not being used on the road, and they're not being used at home, and I'm not getting enjoyment out of them, they don't go under the bed. I sell them to someone who's going to hopefully use them and put them to better use than me. So yeah, don't hate on PRS, because I played a lot of guitars, and that's just one of the best guitars I've ever played in my life. And on a blindfold test, that would win. Don't sleep on them. Try the 594, the 594 SEs or S2s, but that core model that I purchased for about £2,000, which is a lot of money. It's incredible, a lot of money, but it's going to last me a lifetime. I wouldn't sell it for the world. So thank you, and I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll be sure to do a short playing the 594. Take care.